Hi guys, welcome to the last day of the MHC. Somebody pointed out to me that there are actually 9 days this month, not 6. 8. 8, jeez. Math, it's too early, I've only had 1 cup of coffee. I'm doing this in the morning, and you can see I'm actually in the evening, not even at the beginning of the day, because I've already tried to record this once, and the lag was so bad that I couldn't do it. And it looks like I'm going to start lagging all over the place again. It's actually not as bad today as it was last night when I was trying to record this. And it is freezing up. I'm hoping, though, that Fraps doesn't crash this time. Fraps crashed, and that caused me all kinds of grief. And yeah, so anyway, I just wanted to do a little final recording and bring you guys up to date. I did do NaNo this month, as you know. That was why I wasn't recording along with everybody else this month. And so I wrote a book. Well, I wrote most of a book. I didn't quite make the 50,000 words. You know, if you followed me on Twitter, that I got to 30,000, so I didn't do too bad. I was not able to complete it just because I had to take about a week off. I had some stuff going on at home and with kids and so on, and just had to take a little break from NaNo. And once you take a break, it's very, very difficult to get back into the groove. Yeah, you can see the lag is horrible. It's the game. I think this world might have corrupted at some point, or else it's just that my game is being obnoxious. So I'll just stand here and talk while we watch the sunset and the moonrise. So at any rate, I got to the 30,000 words, and I really appreciate all the support. I had some people say that they're actually rooting for me and wanted to read the book and everything. It's going to be a while before the book is in any kind of shape to actually read it. It's very rough. It's going to need a lot of revisions. I already know some changes that I'm going to be making to the story, which is very typical for me. I'll write a book, and as I go along, it occurs to me, well, what if this happened instead, or what if that happened? And sometimes it makes the book more interesting. I don't always follow those bunny trails, because you could write 100 books, if you followed every what if you followed it to the end, you'd have so many books you wouldn't know what to do with them all. So but I do change things as I go and as I revise, and that's how I write. I write something, but it's never the way I think it's going to be. When it's completely done, it's never the vision that I had at the beginning. It's always something different. I was really hoping I'd get a chance to just walk around this world a little bit, but it looks like it's just not going to be cooperative. It just wants to give me a hard time. Probably just as well I won't have mobs popping up just yet. They'll show up soon enough, I'm sure. But at any rate, I just wanted to do a quick recording. I've already pretty much lost this challenge. I never did find wolves this month. I should have checked the seed before I started recording in the first place and made sure there were wolves in the world before I started. But it is what it is. You live and learn. That's Minecraft. That's a challenge. That's what you do. And I'm having a lot of fun with these challenges. I'm really looking forward to next month's challenge, which starts the end of the week. So I have to go track down the video and get started recording. Oh, it looks like there's a fire over there. I did see that. There's lava. I don't know if you can see, there's a little dot on the horizon way over there. There's a lava pit, and it was burning. When I tried to record this and Fraps crashed and nothing recorded, I walked out that way, and there's a big lava pit, and it was burning a bunch of trees. So at any rate, guys, I'm going to keep it that short. I don't even know if this is going to record. I'm praying that Fraps doesn't crash again, and I since I can't walk around and make it interesting, you don't really want to just listen to me talk. And the lag is so bad. I mean, you can see it's kind of jerking. I'm trying to turn and just look around a little bit to give it a little more interesting thing to look at than me just stand here doing nothing. But yeah, it's not working. It's just lagging out something fierce. So I'm just gonna go ahead and stop there. And but I just wanted to let you guys know that actually, even though I didn't complete NaNo as far as finishing the book in the 30 days of 50,000 words, a ton of words to write in a month, but it is the first book that I've written or at least put any serious effort into, in just over 3 years. And previous to that, I've been writing for a little over 10 years, professionally speaking. I've published in Cricket Magazine, if you're familiar with that. I've had a piece on the Institute of Children's Literature website. I've been in Funds for Writers, which is a newsletter for writers. Once upon a time, I was published a lot in that. It was a writing magazine that's now unfortunately gone by the wayside. It was one of my favorite magazines ever. It was such a great magazine for children's writers. I've been in, oh gosh, I've forgotten the name of it. It's terrible. There's a newsletter that I had a piece on firefighting in a while back. It was a newsletter for kids. It was really cool. I'd have to go look it up now. It's been a while. But at any rate, so I've been publishing for quite some time, and professionally publishing, not just the little, there are plenty of magazines, websites, and so on that you can, well, now you can just write a blog, but there are a lot of places that you can publish and they don't pay you. They just accept your work and, put it out there. But, and I've done a lot of that too. There's no shame in that at all. And, so at any rate, point being, I've been writing for a long time, and during that time I've written between 2 to 3 books a year on average, depending on what was going on in our lives, and so on. And some of that's been fan fiction, some of it's been original fiction. I actually wrote 3 different books before, original fiction books before The Dead Mothers Club, my first book, that I was not, how to say it, they just weren't up to snuff where I would actually try to publish them. They were not bad books, they just weren't of publishable quality. So any writer that you meet, if they've published a book, they've probably written several more that will never see the light of day because they just weren't ready. It takes a lot of practice to write a book. So if you're a writer and you're into this kind of thing, just write, dude. Don't give up. Don't feel like you have to be perfect or even good the first time. I've read people. I used to run a writing group online, and we had over 1,000 members at the peak of the group. It was when MSN ran the you could get a free, like, a chat room group, and they don't have those anymore, unfortunately. But when I ran the group, it was the Children's Book Writers Cafe. I was primarily a children's writer when I was writing a lot of fiction. And it was a lot of fun. We had over 1,000 members. We ran critique groups. We, a lot of articles. I wrote a ton of articles for that group about how to publish, how to improve your writing, and so on. A bunch of squids just popped up. That's funny. But I remember working with some of these critique groups, and I had people that started out that could barely string a sentence together. And over time, just working with the critique groups and, getting feedback on their writing, one girl went from writing probably the worst poetry I've ever read in my life. That's terrible, but it really was. And she'll say the same thing. She went from, putting together these really cheesy rhymes and just, practicing, because that's what you do, to publishing her first children's book as a member of the cafe. She actually, traditional publisher, landed herself an agent, and now she's publishing regularly. So it was really incredible to see how much people can just improve just by practice and dedication to the craft. And, I get a little discouraged because I see things like 50 Shades of Grey hitting the bestseller list, and it makes me just want to go never write anything again because that book was so terrible. But it shows that the opportunities are out there, and even if you're a fan fiction writer, that's what that book came from. It was originally it was really bad fan fiction, but whatever, it was fan fiction. And it was only because it got so many views as a fan fiction that it took off and was actually published. Otherwise that book never would have seen the light of day, which might have been a good thing. That one was all about the money. But the point is, there's some really good fan fiction writers out there. If you're looking for something to read and you're bored with the mainstream, let me tell you, go to fanfiction.net, go to your favorite TV shows. You have to dig, because there's a lot of new beginning and practicing writers out there, but there are some good ones too. So, it's worth looking around. It's worth worth reading and checking it out. And it's worth looking into indie published books as well on Kindle. And in fact, some of your favorite fan fiction writers may have indie published books like I will be doing soon. I'm going to pillar up because sure I am. I can't get the thing. I'm scrolling and nothing's happening. So at any rate, I'm talking too much. I'm getting distracted and off track. But the point being, I'm back to writing and it feels really good. It's part of who I am. I've been a writer for most of my life. I've been a published writer for, like I said, over 10 years. It's what I do. Some people are gamers, some people are artists and so on, and I'm a writer. That's who I am. So it's been really good to get back into writing in a way that I haven't been able to do since my divorce. So I will definitely finish this book. I don't know yet how it's going to play out, if it's going to be something that I'll go ahead and publish as a sequel to the first novel. It just depends on, it's got to go through the whole process. It's got to be edited. It's got to go past my my beta readers, we call them, and people that are first readers, basically, and I got to get some outside opinions on it and from people I trust, and I'll see how it plays out. And if I come up with something that's publishable quality by the time I get the story, all the kinks worked out, and decide what direction it's going in, and so on. If I can, I'm going to pillar up a couple just to get out of the range of the zombies and things that are starting to... Yeah, see? Here it comes. Here they come. Go up a couple more. Just to... I'm still vulnerable to spiders and probably skellies, but at least I won't have zombies beating me up. So yeah, that's where I'm at. I just wanted to, since you guys heard so much about my writing when I was playing the MHC, I just wanted to... Enderman out there. He's doing a little landscaping. But yeah, since you guys heard so much about it, I just wanted to let you know where I ended up. So sorry for the ramble. I do tend to get a little distracted. It's been a long time since I've really been in the writing world, and I've missed it. And I'm glad to be back. I'm glad that I've been able to get back into it. So hopefully, Dead Mothers Club will be out. I don't even want to put a timeline on it because I am waiting for artwork and a couple other things. But it should be within the next few months. It'll definitely be in the next year, and I will let you guys know when that happens if anybody's actually interested in looking that up. So, meantime, guys, I think that's going to be it for this month. And December starts on Friday, so I'm really looking forward to that. I'm excited about it, and hopefully my game will be cooperative. And I won't be getting these 0 FPS rates, 2 FPS. That's really bad. Hopefully things will, with a new world maybe, will... I don't know why this one's so wonky all of a sudden. My game's been wonky for a couple days. I might just have to check my settings and things. But at any rate, until next time, guys, be kind to one another and follow your dreams. Because they're out there, and the only way to get better and to succeed is just to do it. And don't even worry about whether you're considered successful by other people, or if you like to write, don't worry about publishing a book. Just worry about writing and getting better. And if you like to play Minecraft and do YouTube, just worry about doing better YouTube videos. Don't worry about, oh gee, that guy's got 500 subscribers and I only have 50. Doesn't matter. If you're doing what you care about, you're doing what you love and what you're passionate about, that's what matters. So keep doing that. And you'll be surprised. Success does come. The harder you work, you really do. It's possible to be successful. You just have to really put the time in. And what matters is that you're doing what you enjoy. That's what you need to focus on. Because, maybe you'll never get 500 subscribers. Maybe you'll stay at 100, 150. Maybe that'll be where you end up. And that's fine. As long as you're enjoying it and you're getting something out of it, that's all that matters. You just really have to enjoy what you're doing, no matter what that is, and you have to be passionate about it. So, guys, until next time, be kind to one another, follow your dreams, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.